Hey guys, in this lesson, I'm going to help someone learn how to clean up their alternate picking licks a little bit with a very popular alternate picking lick at that. Before I do that, please subscribe to the channel, and while you do that, ring that little notification bell so you can know when I release a new video. And please, if you want your own student spotlight video to arrive here on my channel, please submit a video. I'm not getting as many video submissions or good ones where people actually state, give me permission to use it and stuff at this site. So please try to get as many up there as possible so I can do more of these for you guys. All right, so let's check out the video question.
Hey Carl Brown, first of all, thanks for the opportunity to share our problem with you. My problem here is whenever I try to play this kind of lick, whenever I play it slow, it's fine, but whenever I speed it up, it's never clean. It sounds something like this. Like, as you can see, it's never clean. Like, what I noticed was I'm always hitting this open bass string when I do the upstroke on this first string to a fret. So that's creating the noise, this open bass string. So is there any exercise that muting exercise I can do to improve this, like to cancel this noise? Thank you.
All right, so you didn't leave your name in the email or in the video, so I appreciate you submitting your video, and I can see that you actually have very good really good technique already. You got a lot of speed. They're synchronized well. Now that lick that you're playing is like the most popular alternate picking lick there is. I call it the Paul Gilbert lick because the first time I started practicing it was from watching his Intense Rock 1 on a VHS tape when I was a teenager. And that's like the first lick that you learn. I think you just like, and then the rest of the video is pretty much just slight variations on it. But Paul Gilbert is like the best at that style of 3 notes per string stuff. So anyway, let's talk about what's going on up here. Well, how do you mute? Well, first you want to try to make your picking nice and balanced, so you don't have to hit the B string when you're coming back up. It could be one thing that you're not actually, you're instead of picking and then doing a slight movement from the elbow to get to the new string, it could be that you're actually picking the B string and you're in good position for it, and then you're reaching, so you're kind of bending your wrist, angling your wrist just ever so slightly to reach that high E string, and when you come back into position to play the B string, coming back up, that upstroke continues and hits the B string. You can get rid of that by actually making sure the movement comes from a slight movement of the arm and not the picking. The picking, if I'm just on that string, to go to the high E string, I'm not throwing it at it. But even if you do that, you still should not hear the B string even if you hit it, because if you mute properly, it's not going to matter. Now, the way to properly mute is when you go from here and you go over to the high E string, you see my index finger is holding the note down, but it is also touching the bottom of the B string. So it's always muting. My index finger is always muting the string that's right above it. So we have right there. Now I can also hear noise coming from the other strings too. So it's not just the B string. While you're playing your lick, I can hear the other noise. So what you need to do for that is the string right above the note you're playing is muted by the index finger, but the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th strings here are muted with your palm back right where the strings meet the bridge. Then all the strings will be muted. So you got to get used to that placement of that index finger that mutes the adjacent string. And as you come back down, if you go, you kind of do it. When I'm here, when I go to that note right here, if I did it, the 9th fret there on the D, when I come here, all right, so the index finger is muting the D string, but it's also muting the B and the high E. So it's muting the notes underneath it and touching the string right above it. And then these last two are taking care of the palm down here. So I would recommend practicing that lick. I mean, even if you don't even want to change it. If I slow it down, just look how my index finger is landing on those notes. See how it's always coming down a little bit over the string that it's playing, so it can mute the adjacent string. And it becomes it makes you actually feel more confident too, because you know the guitar is controlled. So when you just get used to that little slight difference on how your index finger places itself on the string, it's going to just clear it. The reason you want to use your index finger there instead of the palm for the string right above it is because it's just too close to the strings that you're playing. This is a lot more inaccurate down here. It's kind of hard to go, oh, I'm on the third, fourth, fifth string, you know. But here, at least here, I can say the string directly above it is muted by the index finger. And then the other ones, which I can be less accurate, I can just, that way if I'm trying to mute the B string with the palm, I could very easily mute out the note I actually want to be played. So I kind of keep the palm away from it and use the finger on the left hand to mute. So hopefully that'll help you. Other than that, the speed and the synchronization of the licks are really nice. So as soon as you get that muting under control, I think it's going to sound killer. All right, I hope it helps, man. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.